Brothers and sisters, may the Lord give you peace tonight, especially as we find ourselves in the beginning of this year, which has brought us so much of the unexpected and so much of what is unsettling and uncertain about our future. I'm looking back at the last week. I was talking to some of the friars today about those tremendous events that have transpired that I myself personally am still absorbing, and I'm sure many of you are in the same situation. Just a week ago, we had this violent disruption in the Capitol. The following week, we witnessed, some of us, the discussions and the deliberations around impeachment. So I think with so many questions in the air and so much yet to be resolved, I turn to the gospel which we'll hear proclaimed this Sunday, which is taken from, of course, the Gospel of John. And in the midst of all these questions, what I hear in the gospel text are more questions. John's gospel is so good at that. And really it's the question that Jesus asks these two disciples of John the Baptist who've been directed to Jesus by John, and he asks them, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? What a profound question that can resonate for us today. And they ask him a great question as well, which I find myself asking of God now. Where are you staying? Where are you in the midst of all of this? Where are you staying? And Jesus invites them to come and see. He invites them on a journey. He's at the beginning of this is at the outset of the gospel, just as we're at the outset of our own new chapter on our own gospel story. And what strikes me as very significant is that invitation is one to a lot of trust, and an invitation to trust the Lord that we will be shown the way. What also strikes me is that those disciples who first followed him include the disciple Simon Peter, who receives a new name at the end of this particular gospel text. Jesus invites all of us as fallible and fragile human beings who are asked and invited to participate in a profound work of creation, which Jesus Christ is the full manifestation of. It's the manifestation of love. It's the invitation to communion. It's the invitation to receive the very word of love in the flesh. Jesus abides with us, as we hear at the very outset of this Gospel of John. He makes his dwelling place with us. Yes, with us, fallible human beings, whether we are politicians, whether we are priests, whether we are school teachers, whether we are struggling parents trying to figure out how to teach our children, whether we're out of work, whether we're struggling to make ends meet. Jesus invites all of us, and he invites us to a place of profound peace, and as we hear at the end of the gospel, a place of profound joy. He says, I came that my joy might be yours, and your joy might be complete. But we're just at the beginning of the journey. The good news is we get to set out together now. Even in the midst of these challenges that face us, we set out and respond to the question, what are you looking for? Show us yourself, O Lord, as we begin this journey, seeking where you abide. May the Lord give you peace.